What if something as simple as baking soda could help improve your blood flow, your energy, and even your intimacy after 60? I didn't believe it either. I thought baking soda was just for bread and cleaning the sink. But a quiet conversation with an old friend changed my mind. He was 72, sharp as ever, and told me how he'd been taking a tiny amount of baking soda every morning, not for his stomach, but for his circulation. I was skeptical, but curious. So I started reading. Research, stories, clinical trials. And what I found was surprising. Today, I want to walk you through exactly how baking soda can support circulation, oxygen use, and even restore a little spark where it matters most, and how to use it safely. The overlooked connection between circulation and intimacy. Most men assume that losing drive or energy is just part of getting old. And yes, age changes the body. But the real reason many men lose interest, performance, or sensation is much simpler. It's poor blood flow. Your body depends on circulation for everything: energy, brain function, digestion, and intimacy. Especially that. The older we get, the stiffer our blood vessels become. The inner lining of our arteries, called the endothelium, gets inflamed. Blood doesn't move like it used to. It stops reaching the places it needs to reach, including the areas most responsible for closeness and connection. I remember the first time I noticed it. I wasn't tired, I wasn't sick, but something was missing. I didn't feel that same charge, I didn't feel as alive in my own skin, and it hurt, not just physically but emotionally. Turns out my problem wasn't desire, it was circulation. And that's what baking soda helps address. What baking soda does inside the body. We think of baking soda as a kitchen item, but chemically, it's sodium bicarbonate, a natural compound your body actually makes in small amounts. What it does is help neutralize acid. Now here's the problem. Many older adults walk around in a state of low-grade acidosis. That means our body becomes just slightly more acidic than it should be. And that affects everything. It stresses the heart, it stiffens blood vessels, it weakens muscle response, it raises inflammation. Baking soda gently helps restore the pH balance in your blood. When your blood is slightly more alkaline, oxygen flows better. Muscles recover faster, blood pressure improves, and blood vessels stay more relaxed. Think of it like clearing fog from a windshield. Things just move smoother. It also helps reduce lactic acid buildup, the stuff that makes your legs burn during a walk or causes your heart to pound when it shouldn't. When your system is more balanced, your circulation opens up, and with better circulation comes better energy, sensation, and presence. Baking soda and nitric oxide, the circulation link. Now this is where it gets interesting. There's a molecule in your body called nitric oxide. It's not talked about much, but it's one of the most important signals for blood flow. Nitric oxide tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. Without enough of it, your arteries stay tight. Blood flow slows, pressure rises, and intimacy becomes more difficult. As we age, nitric oxide production drops. That's part of why older men start having circulation issues, even if they're eating well and staying active. But here's the key. Baking soda helps the body use nitric oxide more efficiently. It improves the environment in your blood so nitric oxide can do its job. One study from a cardiovascular research group showed that bicarbonate increases the bioavailability of nitric oxide. That means it helps nitric oxide work better and last longer in your system. The result? More oxygen-rich blood reaching more parts of your body, including the areas responsible for closeness and performance. And no pills needed, just a pinch of what's already in your pantry. How to take it safely, dosage and timing. Now listen closely, this part matters. Baking soda is powerful, but more is not better. The safe amount for most older adults is between 1/4 and 1/2 of a teaspoon. Not heaping, level, dissolved in a full glass of water. Stir well. I take mine in the evening, about an hour before bed. Some take it in the morning on an empty stomach. Either way works, but, and this is important, if you have high blood pressure, kidney disease, or are on certain medications, talk to your doctor first. Baking soda contains sodium. That can be a concern if you already struggle with fluid retention or heart conditions. Don't add it to your routine without checking, and don't chase results. This is not a magic fix, it's quiet support. Also, don't take it with meals. It can interfere with digestion by neutralizing stomach acid. Best to take it on an empty stomach. If you take it 3 to 4 times a week consistently, you may start to feel subtle changes. Better energy, more stable blood pressure, less bloating, easier breathing. What older men are noticing. After using it, I didn't expect much when I started. Honestly, I figured it was nonsense, but I stuck with it. Just half a teaspoon, 3 times a week. After 3 weeks, I noticed I wasn't as stiff in the mornings. My legs didn't cramp at night. I felt lighter on my feet. Then something else happened. My clarity improved. I wasn't walking into rooms forgetting why. I was remembering little things again. Names, numbers where I put my keys. But most surprising of all, I started feeling more responsive with my wife. Not in a dramatic way, but I felt more there, more present. The sensation was stronger, the moments more natural. I've heard the same from other men. One buddy of mine, 66 years old, said his blood pressure dropped a few points and stayed stable. Another said he stopped waking up with a pounding heartbeat. Another told me he just felt more like himself. Now, baking soda didn't cure anything. It didn't replace movement or diet. But it added something, a gentle layer of support. And for men over 60, even a 10% improvement in blood flow can change how you feel in your skin. Combine with other simple circulation boosters. Baking soda isn't a replacement, it's a partner. To get the most out of it, combine it with simple daily practices. First, walk, every day if you can. Just 20 minutes. Movement pumps the blood, keeps vessels open, and helps nitric oxide stay active. Second, stay hydrated. Water helps your blood stay thin and flow freely. Third, breathe deeply. When you take full breaths, you improve oxygen exchange, lower stress, and help circulation. Fourth, eat foods that support nitric oxide, beets, leafy greens, garlic, and avoid heavy processed food that clogs the system. Fifth, consider herbs like ginseng, L-citrulline, or ginkgo, if appropriate for you. They work well with baking soda to support overall flow. But remember, more is not better. This is about consistent, small improvements. Over time, those little steps bring back something priceless, a sense of presence, clarity, and connection. Let's recap. Intimacy often fades after 60, not from age, but from poor blood flow. Baking soda helps balance body chemistry and improve circulation. It supports nitric oxide, the key to opening blood vessels. The safe dose is 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon in water a few times per week. Many men feel better energy, clearer thinking, and stronger intimacy with regular use. Combine with walking, breathing, hydration, and nourishing food for best results. This won't fix everything, but it can help the system work more like it's supposed to. And that quiet improvement may be all you need to start feeling like yourself again. If this spoke to you, if it gave you something to think about, please like this video. And if you want more grounded, honest health advice made for men like you, subscribe to GlowingAge. We're not here to chase youth. We're here to stay alive and connected in every way that matters. In the comments, let me know if you've ever tried baking soda like this, or if you plan to. I read every message, because you're not too old. You're not invisible. You're just getting started.